Yeah, how's it going, guys? It's Richard Unicorn Crawler here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are back with the late night news, and this late night news is huge. We have basically the Wallaru dungeon kind of, I guess, early patch notes, and also apparently a competition that is going on, at least for this dungeon, which I think is the first time they've ever done this before, and yeah, I got a lot to say about it. I'll try to keep this as constructive as possible. I'm not gonna be like too negative about it, because again, I still love Wallaru. I think it's a really good world. I love how easy it is to get gear. I think it's really nice. But after reading these notes, well, I kind of skimmed it. I never even like sat down to actually read it. I've just been hearing everything left and right about it. Challenge mode, which is going to be a big topic in this video. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. So anyway, let's just jump right into it, and I'll let you guys basically, analyze this yourself. But anyway, coming soon, the Nightmare Dungeon. Something is still stirring in the dreaming. Something malignant. Croaking. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I'm pretty sure I didn't pronounce that right. But basically, it's back into the dreaming and fight through the nightmares at its heart. Now, this is the new type of dungeon where up to 4 players work together to explore a maze patrolled by broke dreams, use stealth and teamwork to avoid these invincible monsters, cleanse the negative energy, and defeat the malice that created it once and for all. Help Wallaru awaken from its long nightmare and earn the powerful new Dream Reaver gear, which, again, we talked about this gear that potentially might be on par with the Crying Sky Raid gear, which a lot of people are not the best mood right now about. So again, we also briefly mentioned that the Nightmare Dungeon, and this is the really big part that I don't like, and that a lot of people aren't gonna like, and I'm just gonna tell you this right now. And again, I'm gonna be as positive as I can, but like, if you're not the biggest fan of PvP, raids, challenge mode, or advanced content, or just a whole rule set of things, and let me tell you, there's a lot of spells being banned. Like, you won't be able to use like half your spell book. Like, let me just say that you're really not gonna like challenge mode, all right? And that depends on the type of challenge mode they do. Sometimes they have certain parameters with it and stuff like that. But let me tell you, you're not gonna like this, all right? Yeah. But anyway, it says that the Nightmare Dungeon will originally be released in challenge mode with a standard mode soon after. Now, quote unquote, on the soon after and quote unquote on originally be released in challenge mode, that one is definitely a big flag, mainly for casual players. Yeah, it's on, and I've been playing this game. I say this all the time on the channel. I've been playing this game since I was a kid. I was literally going on the bus, literally from school, just getting ready to hop on my laptop, right? My potato laptop, getting ready to play this game, and it's like, it's crazy how so much has changed, but the one thing that never changes is how they manage to take a step forward and then somehow take 2 steps back, I don't understand why challenge mode is the big priority right now, right? And I don't know why they are pushing it so much. I have mentioned it numerous times if you've been on the channel. Challenge mode is a very tedious mode, alright? There is a bunch of rules you have to follow, bunch of spells that you can't use, enchant, blah, 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 blah. And again, that depends on the type of challenge mode they do. Sometimes they like to, mess around with things or the parameters and stuff like that. It's, in a sense, like a PvP match / mini raid, in a sense. And it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's just keep reading it. Again, you can take this information the way you want. The known issues that the process to develop this dungeon was extensive. There are a few known issues players should be aware of listed below. This dungeon is going to be quite a challenge to get through, so let us know what you see needs tweaking and what you like or dislike about the experience. Okay. you can do hard content. I'm fine with hard content. I'm literally preparing for the Crying Sky raid, which right now is probably the hardest content in the game. Like, I am so fine with hard content, but when you, I don't know, but when you're trying to like push it this far, especially for the casual player base, it's kind of like you're losing your sense of like your audience, you know. Again, I really don't know why challenge mode is being prioritized, right? But here's the thing though, you don't really need to do, and I hope that this doesn't happen going forward. I really hope that we're not getting challenge mode like all the time for future content, because I just want a hard boss but still be able to use enchants. You know? And I've said it multiple times, but please just let us use the PvP only spells. Please just let us use it. Like, literally. Okay, the one thing I like about challenge mode is that you can use those spells in combat, which is pretty cool. So, for example, let me go to one of my PvP spells right here. This is Oni's Nautilism. Clear 3 traps off yourself for basically a life blade that gives you damage. Like, that's cool. But it's only available for advanced content like challenge mode or raids or PvP, right? You can't use it in a regular PvE experience, and I don't know why. Just why? I don't know why. It's I don't know. It's weird, man. I don't know. But anyway, currently known issues. So watch for these once the dungeon is released soon. And they did say very soon, next week. They haven't give a direct date on when this was or is going to release. So I'm probably gonna guess Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Typically they like to do things on Wednesday, maybe. But again, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, there is no dungeon warning telling participants the nightmare requires 4 players. Okay. The timer still progresses while... What? The timer still progress... This is... No, there is no way this is the time that... No. Okay, I really hope I'm just reading this so wrong. I really hope I'm reading that wrong. What? You want to know the funny thing? They're listing all these issues that, you know, of course we're going to bump into when this releases. The funny thing is, there's no test realm for this. And I said, I'm having like a whole brain malfunction. Okay. Let's just calm down. Let's just read this. Pet item cards are undisabling themselves after the player logs back in. Okay. Patch notes to go live with the dungeons. Spells and quests fixed Judge Veg, Bunny Yip Warrens, and Wobbin. Fixed John Locke. Fixed Freddy's Dreamscape dialogue to trigger properly. Thank you. Freddy Croker encounter dialogue and repeating. Thank goodness. Blade and Trap Gambits with damage as a result have had their conditional damage reduced. Cast for Regenerate Tier 3 has been reduced. Interesting. Okay. Novice spell... Wait, Cast for Regenerate Tier 3... Wait, what? What? I'm sorry. Hold up. I gotta process this. Hold up. Let me go to my spellbook. Now, what? Tier 3? What? Dude, nobody's going to Tier 3 Regenerate. You know how many spell mints it takes? Anyway, okay. What am I saying? Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's go on for this. That is good, though, that the cast for Regenerate Tier 3 has been reduced. That's good, but we talked about spellmints. We're done with spellmints, man. Anyway, Minotaur bottom path damage and trap reduced. Okay. Nova spells now have a top path and tier 4. Would have been nice to know. Okay. Wait, Nova spells now have a top path and tier 4. Wait, what? What? Oh, what is happening to my brain? Novus. This is Novus, right? These are things you're supposed to release when you release spells. Now you gotta reset this whole thing. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this video, guys. Oh my gosh. Hero of Chrysalis, damage reduced. Okay. Increased damage / blade values for Reap of Whirlwind, Stormshark, Pip, Bottom Path, Triton, Bottom Path, and Iron Sultan. Okay, that's fine. Shield Gambits have been buffed to meet new valuation. This includes Frost Beetle, Bottom Path, Colossus, Bottom Path, Doom Oni, Fantastic Jin, and Kelvin's Icy Gaze. Okay, pretty cool stuff for shield stuff. Alright, cool. Combat and bosses. Oh boy, this is big. Pendragon rematch will now correctly give Prima material for the Guild Museum when defeated the magnetism elixirs. Okay. Damage stat maximums for dual schooling have been modified such that lower DPP schools will not exceed their own school's damage output. Not sure how everybody's gonna like that one, but okay. Fixed late cheat and Quartermain setup for invading fleets fight. Okay. Fixed incorrect pierce and accuracy values for various Wallaru mobs. Okay. Added Arc Mastery stats to Decathlon mobs. I am... Oh man, Decathlon is gonna be so brutal now because think about it, they can basically use like every school spell now because they have the Arc Mastery stats, so thank goodness I'm done with Decathlon. Oh man, that's funny. It's funny how much like School Pips has kind of like messed up all like the I don't know, the AI and stuff like that. You know, it is funny. Modified level 170 henchmen fixed issue with Montgomery standard mode where players were able to skip the... Bro, what? So basically, I guess you can't really, like, skip the first two mob fights for Montgomery on standard mode. That was the one Storm Boss, and, you know, initially you gotta go through these two sets of mobs. You had somebody flee, and you basically just walk around them. I guess that's patched, I'm assuming. Don't quote me on that. I'm sure there will be more bugs. I'm sure there will be plenty of bugs people will find. Fixed an issue with Luigi DiMario, where he was reacting to his own spell cast. Fixed an issue with the Arcane Toad and Freddy, where they incorrectly reacted to detonates. Montgomery and invading fleets now properly drop Wallaru spellments. Were they not dropping them before? Okay. Montgomery standard now... What? Dude, oh my gosh. I don't even want to do Montgomery no more. Oh my goodness. Montgomery got like a bunch of stuff. So basically now it's about... Because previously in standard mode, he didn't have that little immune cheat. I guess they're bringing it back, I guess. Anyway. Montgomery Challenge Mode, School, and Deck has been modified. Oh my goodness. Added combat music in the Dreamscape Despair Battle. Stat maximum for advanced content have been increased to account for level 170. Wow, awesome. Could have used that a while back. PvP resist limit function has been increased. I don't know what that means for you PvP players. Gear and recipes fixed badge requirements on pins. Removed the no trade from Shabalba shard reagent, which is part of the Crying Sky raid. Groundhog pet is now giftable as intended. I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this right. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Because, no, I was laughing because they made a tweet talking about that groundhog pet. They said that the groundhog pet is gonna make a big prediction. Be sure to get this little critter before it leaves the crown shop to 4. So February the 4th is the last day for the groundhog pet. So that's good that they kind of like are extending it a little bit. Oh my gosh. Alright, Azteca level 170 raid upgrade recipes. This now includes hats, robes, boots, and wands. Wait, why wasn't that there before? Okay. Alright, anyway, we're back. We're gonna go over the rest of the notes real quick. But basically, you can pick up the Frosty Trent once it's been placed in home. Housing items for Wallaru have been added to many Wallaru creatures, and a few recipes were added to the housing vendor in Hope Springs, fixed and adjusted the doodles on the maps in multiple locations. By the way, really happy about the housing items for Wallaru. I know the housing community has been pretty much begging for furniture items for Wallaru, so pretty cool stuff. And also, what's this? Mini pumpkin and peanut butter cookie pet snacks are no longer blank, and various monstrology fixes. And so that is basically the entire patch notes for this big update. I'm seeing mainly a lot of bug fixes. It kind of feels like it's kind of like a catch-up, you know? It feels like they're playing catch-up now, but I really like some of the buffs. I'm not sure how I feel about some of the nerfs. Montgomery, though, that boss Montgomery, Mr. Montgomery, that one I know a lot of people aren't going to like. You know how people are with farming and stuff like that. I know people definitely not going to like that. If you want to farm Montgomery, you should probably do it now before this update because, you know, that will basically be a chore now to do. But, yeah, definitely make sure you check that out. But, yeah, this is... I don't know, guys. I was initially excited for this, like, dungeon and this update, but I don't know, man. I'm just gonna have to wait and see, and I'm gonna wait for the public outcry to happen, and then we'll just see what happens. But I don't know, man. I'm not catching the vibes, man. I'm just not catching the vibes. Going on from over here, Wizard101 announced that they've never done something like this before. But it's about time we did. Who will be the world's first to complete the nightmare? Earn the Bad Dream Reaver badge and win the ultimate prize. Click for more details. So basically, it's gonna be like a speed run. Whoever can, you know, get the badge first. And of course, it has all the details here. I'll talk about it. So it starts from the release of the dungeon till February 4th, 11:59 p.m. All the way to February 4th. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I just really got... I don't know. I got a bad... I'm not going to be, like, too negative. I just got a bad feeling about this, man. Wizards, basically, we will review your entries and announce the winners February 8th. Who will become the world's first... I love it how... You want to know what's funny? They're kind of treating this like a raid. Like, I feel like y'all should have done this during, like, the Dragonspire raid, or the, I don't know, the Azteca raid, especially the Azteca raid. Like, I don't know. For a dungeon? I don't know, man. But, hey, I know a lot of people are going to like this, especially the speedrunners, but I'm calling it right now. One of the bosses is going to be, like, completely impossible. Like, I am calling it right now. I'm excited. I'm like... I don't know. Honestly, I think what I'm going to do is probably play with my WizTuber friends, if there's any WizTuber friends that want to play with me. I don't know. I feel like this is one of those contents you have to play with friends in order to have fun. You know, even if you don't like the overall concept of it, I just cannot imagine, like, doing this in a team-up solo. Like, I just can't. It honestly makes me not even want the gear anymore. Now that I think about it, like, when you think about the casual player base and they see how confusing this is, I think a lot of people aren't going to do this. So, yeah, anyway, Wizards, get your wands and gear ready. Who will be the world's first to complete the Nightmare Dungeon and earn the Bad Dream Weaver badge? Gather your team, make your way... Wait, is that really the title of the Bad Dream Weaver badge? Is that the badge, or... Or is it going to be like a different badge title? Even the I don't even like the badges, man. I don't even like the badges. Let's just keep reading, man. Gather your team, make your way through the dungeon, the new mechanics, and let's see who can complete the dungeon and win the ultimate prize. The Nightmare Dungeon will originally be released in challenge mode, which, again, just not the biggest fan of. So be prepared for a challenge. So keep in mind, this is a competition. You do not need to participate. However, if you do, you may reap the rewards, which you probably won't. To officially prove you finished the dungeon, use hashtag Wizard101 and hashtag World's First Nightmare on social media, Twitter, Facebook, with screenshots of you and your squads finishing the dungeon. Screenshot it, either the victory pop-up on you with the bad dream. That is the badge title. That is the badge title. I'm not gonna upload this video, y'all. Just to let y'all know. Y'all not gonna see this video. This is no cheating or exploits, which of course you can't cheat in this. Obviously, you gotta play fair. Have fun and good luck to competitors. I want to know though what, like, oh my god, here's the thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, listen. You're releasing this content. There's no test realm. You've already told us about some of the known issues, but when players are going to be playing this for the first time, and, you know, they're testing things out, what is basically going to, you know, qualify as an exploit? You know, because we've seen a bunch of exploits in this game before, so people are gonna need to know, like, what is gonna be identifying as an exploit, because I mean, you've already given us the main thing that this is gonna be a few bugs, but it feels like it's gonna be a lot more than that. So it's kind of, it's like, I don't know. So anyway, one entire set. This is the world's first prizes. If you are one of the first people to do this, you get one entire set of Dream Reaver gear of your school's choice. You get the Outback Rover mount, pretty nice, and you get 10,000 crowns. Okay. And the second place prizes, randomly chosen, will be the Outback. So the second place prizes will be the randomly chosen, I guess, winners, I'm assuming. Anyway, you get the Outback Rover mount and 5,000 crowns. Okay. FAQs. I don't know what the dungeon is like. That's the point. Everyone is going to have to learn the new mechanics. You got this, okay? How are we rewarding winners? The prizes will reach out to the individual who posted the blah, blah, blah. What if I don't want to participate? This is completely optional. We expect people to struggle in the beginning, but if you can take the heat, you may be the world's first to complete the Nightmare Dungeon. Good luck, wizards. I'm getting, I don't know, guys. I'm getting, like, hardcore, like, Azteca raid vibes from this. I don't know. I don't know why, because, like, I was super duper hyped about this dungeon, but now I'm kind of like, I am really on the fence now, man. Like, I'm literally hanging on the fence. I don't know. There's just something that rubs me off the wrong way. And I think what's going to hurt most is mainly the casual player base. I mean, honestly, if you're a casual player base and, you know, you go into this dungeon and you have no idea what's going on, especially for the challenge mode rule sets and stuff like that, then, you know, you're going to struggle. And when you start struggling, it kind of makes you not really want to do the dungeon anymore, or at least wait until the standard mode is released, which I don't know why the standard mode isn't releasing with this dungeon. I don't know if they prioritized the challenge mode over the standard mode. I don't even know why we even have a standard mode or a challenge mode. What happens to just getting a dungeon? You want to know one thing, and I don't say this a lot, but Darkmoor was a really fun area, right? But another fun boss, and not a lot of people do team ups for it anymore, was the Devourer boss battle, and just the whole structure of Wizard City Underground was really cool and unique because none of the bosses had challenge mode or standard mode at the time. It was just a really hard dungeon, and there are still people to that day that have still, like, never done Wizard City Underground or even know that it exists because, well, it's completely optional and stuff like that. And I don't know, when I see this Nightmare Dungeon and the challenge mode being the priority, it's definitely going to give casual players that same kind of vibe where it's like, you might have to wait for it or kind of forget about it. So, again, like I said, this is going to be one of those contents that I'm definitely going to play with friends if I find any or if anybody's available, but I don't know. There's just something that rubs me off the wrong way about it, but I'll let you guys soak all of that in. I'm probably not even going to upload this video. If I'm just being blunt, I mean, this just, I don't know. I don't know what, it feels weird. Like, I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like this is something I have to jump in for myself, kind of wait for the public outcry, and then, I don't know. And another thing, I really hope it's not timed. And I think I don't think any dungeon deserves to be timed. I really hope there's no timer or anything like that, or the clock basically kind of similar to raids or Beast Moon Monster Mayhem. I feel like it's like a mini raid, and oh man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to wait and see how it goes. I don't know. I'm gonna upload this video, maybe, I don't know, but I want to know your guys' thoughts on this because this is the big content, you know. But we'll see what happens. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I mean, again, I'm on the fence. I don't know, man. Challenge mode is really rough, so we will see. We will see what happens. I'll probably end up liking it, which is the funny thing after all this. I'll probably end up really liking it, but at the same time, it's definitely going to be a drag. But we'll see what happens. Sounds interesting. Looks interesting from what I'm seeing and hearing. So, yeah. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later. And, yeah. Peace out.